So it's back to business.
Maldini. Here's Rafael Leao. Ricci. Now it's Rafael Leao. Openda.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders.
Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out. Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barella.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Rabiot cuts it out.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Dybala.
Pobega.
Nicely aimed pass.
Rafael Leao looking to add to his goal. That pass has been well intercepted. Knocks it into space.
Now this shapes to shoot! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete!
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Inter Milan take the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Inter Milan finding their passes. Closing in on goal. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Pobega.
And here's De Bruyne.
Tries to play it through. Good ball, good take.
He's through, now is he in?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pinches it off him.
And here's De Bruyne. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
5 minutes left on the clock. Ball's gone out of play.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Can he latch on to this? That's that, the end. Milan pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
So it's down to business here.
Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say...
It's Neymar! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner.
Saliba is there and he can get that clear.
Robertson.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, good-looking ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Looking for options for movement.
He's picked his way through.
Messi. Fired deep towards the back post. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Triol gets it clear. So we're still where we started right now. Dunk is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Dunk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Oh, that was vital. Dunk tidy with his distribution. Can he get onto this? And this is Torres. He might be in here. Great chance! Goal! Arsenal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Arsenal are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And it's Rashford. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Azar. Olise goes for goal! It's hit the upright. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, good taking of Olise! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Triol can get it clear.
There will be 1 minute
and claimed it back
time.
swiftly. Now, can the finish! And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello everybody.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Arsenal are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 5, Fernando Torres.
That gets things going for the second half.
Messi. Coming on the
A
field.
solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Number 17, Olise.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Guardiola
Does really well to win the ball there.
Raul.
And he's ended up in no man's land. And he's gone looking for safety. Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Neymar. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply. Can he finish? Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! And the lead is extended still further. No space, no... And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Barcelona appear to be going with a 3-5-2 formation, Jim.
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those gaps between centre-backs and wing-backs, and with quick enough movement from the opposition, that can cause lots of trouble.
Oh, that's well spotted. Okazaki, played into space. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Torres. Messi receives it in a good position here. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. And it's Neymar. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And this is Messi, distributed tidily. Cafu plays it in. Howson clears it away and smartly reclaimed. And here's Neymar. Rice. He's having a go. Oh my word, that is quite something. About as smooth as it gets.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Arsenal, after 27 minutes, is number 41.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Rice. Howson cuts out the pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And it's Hakimi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely, now then. 5 minutes till the break. And this is Messi. He can run onto that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi's cross. Cleared away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hakimi. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen,
And a quick
they're worth
announcement
their
for the
lead.
benefit of
There was
anybody who's
genuine
found
intensity
themselves a little
and
lost
purpose
today.
behind
Please
what
look
they
at the
brought to the
screen for
game. I
information
think
on
they'll
how
want a
to find
strong
your way
start
around
just
this
after the
stadium.
break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Neymar. Neymar with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from
Oh,
him.
that's a key interception. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to pass it through.
That is a crunching tackle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of...
Mbappe! Goal!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Oh, what has happened here? And he's managed to get rid.
Oh, terrible pass.
Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now he's off and running. Not the most convincing of passes. Raul. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they can counter here. He can get that clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Olise. Neymar. Arsenal finding their passes. Okazaki has got himself a free kick. Plays a sharp little ball here. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe gets through on his own. And he's there to get it away. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Looking for a runner. And he was quick to react.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's it. Arsenal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
Hello attendees,
Rice
this is a
picking up the Man of the Match award, and
Please
no
keep your
surprise
eyes
there.
on your children during the match at all times.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
The action has already started.
Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully, and Torres! No mistake! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when
He's had a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rice simply refused to be outdone there. Oh, Red, nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And no, that was never going to make it. In by Fernando Torres. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's found a way through, shoots! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets! And they get themselves in front! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Madrid take the lead.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now a Droll. Howson is always looking to break lines. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That's an imaginative pass. Will play through for the wide man. Raul.
Well, they could break here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Van Dijk. Great vision. Raul has it out wide and in space.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Neymar! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This possibly the last play of the half.
He rises! And yes, it's there! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible.
And there is the half-time whistle. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 5, Fernando Torres. Number
Madrid
24,
kick off the second half.
Messi. Coming on the field.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Vicious ball here. Howson calmly anticipates. It's not an especially good pass, that. Can he get it through? That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Raul. Raul. And he plays one through. Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he cuts out the supply. Picked out, and the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Played into space out wide. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Cafu gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Raul was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Van der Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Played out to the left flank. Pass is just off target. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking for options for movement. Searching passes played there. That is good alertness. And that is a little undercooked. Played back in. Raul. It's anyone's ball now. Guardiola takes a shot. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 9, Raul.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Rice. Coming on the field, number 6, Vinicius Junior. Number 21, Bellingham. Substitution in progress.
Into the last 5 minutes. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. He's trying to hit the front line here. And here's Mbappe, and he's in a real chance! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Block, please report to the staff room.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Neymar! And somehow it stayed out. That's a little off target. Quality ball. Now it's Neymar, out to the right, aimed beyond the defence, and it's Neymar, and he welcomes it in, ball driven towards the far post, and he's there to get it away. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation is having a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Raul. Here's a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Guardiola! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Torres. That's been cut out, well played. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. And he's intervened well there. Batistuta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aim forwards. Neymar. Oh, red, nice interception. Torres is the guilty party there. And that's going to be a booking. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shifted it to the flank. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played back into the centre. Cafu. Maldini goes sliding in. Well, there's the clearance. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, good take in a good area. And this is Torres. And Torres! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Cross into the box.
Well played and well cleared. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Added time.
Tries to pass it through, and that was nowhere near his best. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Number 5.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Messi. Coming on the field.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Number 17.
Arsenal clearly
Olise.
have been the better side
Substitution in
here.
progress.
So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Pele in the hunt and looking threatening. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And this is Pele. Just a goal. Shot a goal! Sticks it away! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Played up towards the front line. Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Messi! Messi!
Colorado Springs surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Mbappe is herring after that one. Oh, he's been caught napping! Lovely, now then. And this is Neymar. Olise. Lovely pass. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And we're done. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Arsenal absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about, a painful reminder of where standards...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
I think this is a formation that offers excellent balance, Peter.
Particularly tried and tested in the Italian game, of course.
Yeah, and exported with great success too, because it allows half of the team to commit.
Roll! It's a loose ball. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Law is onto this.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti receives it in a wide position. That's a good cross in, and a good clearance out. Throw in. Oh, good-looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Forward it goes. Rice. Nicely weighted ball. Good take. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Raul. Cross to the back post. That's really well cleared. Arsenal with the corner. They're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the shot! And he hits the net! Arsenal are level. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Can he get it through? Law! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution in progress.
Arsenal get the ball rolling in the second half.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Dunk. That's travelling a long way. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Taken back almost at once. Now that looks a decent ball. Rice. Neymar. Fernandes goes for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in...
And it's been given away. And he's on his way. Torres. And Torres! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Now, can they get him away? Neymar. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's found a way through. No, it's come to nothing. That'll be a throw-in. Takes aim and... a header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Van Dijk clears. Just about up to 75 minutes. Nice-looking ball.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, it's come off the upright. Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Raul duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And claimed it back swiftly. The final 5 minutes. Quality ball. Raul. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Nearly 3 minutes.
Can he finish? And the finish! Off the post! He scores! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Not so much sophisticated. So that's it. It is all over. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Shevchenko. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Belten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was, and to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. Suarez chasing after it. Not the most accurate pass. And he's heaved it away. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that is a little undercooked. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh no circumventing this opponent. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
In towards the back stick. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lampard. Rummenigge.
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence.
Let's see some chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Now he's off and running, just eases him off the ball. Lampard is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Belletti. Luis Suarez with the cross. And that has been cleared. And the volley. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Hello everybody, and a quick
Any
announcement
strong
now.
opinions on the
We would like
first
to
half?
ask you all to
Arsenal
kindly stay
really
seated
have
during
looked
the match.
a bit
Thank you
disjointed
for
to
your
me.
cooperation.
Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Looking for options for movement. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, super ball! Caught offside that time. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the...
Luis Suarez! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Xavi Alonso. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Robertson. He is through here! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cafu. Cafu making good progress on the right-hand side. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He'll try to keep this alive. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Colorado Springs clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Searching pass he's played there. And that's really well manoeuvred. Xavi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Is there any support? He might not need it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try
2
again.
added minutes has been indicated.
Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Can he get onto this? Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Oh, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Dunk cuts it out, driven forward. Well, that's well seen too. Knocks it back.
Just too much pressure, had to go that way.
And he's picked it up out wide. Raul flings it across. Saliba is there, and he can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kukçu. Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Robertson.
That's good play from him.
Played into the middle. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Arsenal with the corner. They're first. And he's taking no chances there. Van Dijk. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Milan are looking to go forward now. Arsenal with another corner. Arsenal have their second corner now. Keeper has taken decisive action. Neymar! Milan have the chance to go the other way. Over to the other side. Well read, nice interception. Neither side yet able to find the net. Lovely pass, but can he get there? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Neymar. Spread neatly.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
That has been slung wide. And he's there to clear it. Mbappe is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Neymar. He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Milan certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Mbappe. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mbappe!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
With
brings.
the owner of a blue car parked
So
outside
both
the
teams
stadium
still stuck on the
gate,
starting
kindly
blocks here.
remove it,
0-0
as it is about
at
to
the
be
break.
towed away. Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's an imaginative pass.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, easy pickings there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's just playing it safe and simple.
So we've reached the hour mark. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Raul. And it's Robertson. In towards the back stick.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
It's a searching pass. Well, that has not gone well.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
That has ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk. And that's a good-looking ball. Neymar.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest...
It's Neymar! And that's caused a worry or two. Looking for the run. Well read.
And the danger is averted.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
And here's Torres. Torres! Oh my word, that is quite something! He's got himself an absolute peach. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that is that.
Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
Fernando Torres, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Today that memorabilia from today's
Thrilling,
match is now on
nail-biting,
sale
perhaps
in the
frustrating
stadium.
until the very end, but we do have a winner.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Arsenal against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Yamal. That is great defending, so alert. Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Yamal. And here's Rashford. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. And it's been given away. Rashford cross. He's having a shot! Ah, there was a decent attempt in the end.
Lamine Yamal really had to do more with such a good ball. It goes down as avoidable waste.
Now it's Cantona. He's being urged. Rashford! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos goes short. Looking to go deep. Raul gets it away.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tries a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough. He's gone for goal! Oh, crossbar!
Arsenal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Cantona, Yamal, oh, and the shot! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
2 added minutes have
Back
been
into the middle.
indicated.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Raul. He's found a way through. Good take, and the shot! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. So
And
we
now,
reach the halfway
I'd just like
point.
to read out
Who
our
wants
fan
half-time
club
when you have a
members who are
contest this good?
celebrating
I
their
can only
birthdays
hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10, Mbappe.
And that's the
Coming on
second
to
half
replace
started.
him is number 8, Stoichkov.
Rashford is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Wriggles his way through. Goes for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Marquinhos makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. It's run loose here. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And no, that was never going to make it. Beckham, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Cantona. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Raul. He's played it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Decent progress down the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the...
A header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Doué. And it's Beckham. And here's Rashford. Oh, cracking ball.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9.
He's having a good look here.
Number
Well, I think this is
22,
definitely one of these
Right on.
areas where they've
Number
rehearsed
8,
an awful lot on the training ground.
Coming on the field, number 15,
Roberto
David
Carlos!
Number 21,
Oh, lots
Bellingham.
on that one,
Number
but he couldn't
6,
find the target.
Vinicius Junior. Substitutions taking place.
There could be trouble here.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Late in the day, this could well be it! Haaland at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona complete their comeback and... Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That is a really good chance missed, Pete.
And that will be it. Arsenal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused. And
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement
match.
already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're underway.
well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Deftly away. And here's Foden. Out of play for a throw. And that's really well manoeuvred. Great ball, and he's in here. It's come backwards here.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Not the most accurate pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
But they've got it again.
And that has left him in a heap. He can run onto that. Inzaghi gets into some space. It's Inzaghi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Out to the right. Now it's Raul. Neymar. No way through. Almost half an hour in now. That looks a good ball through. He's having a shot! And he's done it! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Look at the space here. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Filippo Inzaghi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's worked it through. Now there's a fight. Great chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Belletti.
There will be 1 minute at its time.
Fighting looking ball that. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Rijkaard. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. Neymar!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Throw it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rijkaard makes the interception. So we've reached the hour mark. Koulibaly is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And the pass is intercepted.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's decided to go for it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Kukçu.
Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Bellingham. Number 14, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 10, Raúl. Number 7, David Villa.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. To hope it's nothing serious.
Number 18, De Bruyne. Coming on the
So,
field
power
is
or guile, what's it going to be?
11,
An opportunity then to pull clear here. He went for the curler.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Passing is crisp and sharp. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Stojkovic. And it's Kukçu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's been cut out, well played.
There will be 5
Adams
minutes
goes on a charge down the left. Out of play for a goal kick. 5 minutes to add. That has not gone well. Neymar. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter,
Hello,
I really
attendees.
couldn't...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Neymar. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That'll be a throw.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
He's in a great position here. Decent chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Did he that? Because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Hazard, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Messi. Always onto this. And the shot! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see...
He's gone for goal! It's Neymar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
He's there to retrieve it. De Bruyne tries looking up for options on the left. Elects to cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Messi, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. York, played out to the left flank.
He looked rushed, he should have waited for some movement.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Buffon. And it's half-time here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
The father of a boy in the green backpack kindly contact the
And we're
nearby
underway
member
again.
staff.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Rijkaard has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Raul. De Bruyne goes on a run down the left wing. Now it's Rice. It's Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Looking to go deep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Torres. Torres! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. And he's cut it out. Messi. Roberto Baggio, looking understandably energised after his goal. Can he get it through? Now it's Roberto Baggio. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Dunk. That's a cute ball. That has not gone well. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Messi receives it in a wide position. And Messi! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 13.
To further
Neymar.
improve their position of comfort.
Number 22. Fernando Torres. Number 4. Dunk. Coming on the field. Number 5. Phil Foden. Number 18. David Villa. Number 2.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Ball is over the line. Azar. Now it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through, engages and forces him off the ball. It'll be a throw-in. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nesta cuts out the pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Time and again they are repelled.
Nesta calmly anticipates. The final 5 minutes. Now, can they get him away? Neymar. Cafu makes the interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldo gets into a good position. He's got away. That is a crunching tackle.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Time added on 4 minutes. And that is that. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Hello everybody, and please join me
How would
in
you
wishing
sum up
a
what we've
happy
witnessed,
wedding
Jim?
anniversary
Well,
for
Peter,
one of our
I
fan
really
club
couldn't
members.
see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Ball driven towards... There's the header! It's gone in, he's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
He gets big! Adams can get it clear. He's gone for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Darwin. And it's Balde. And here's Neymar.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
This looks promising. Crosses it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Pinged towards the front line. Threads one in. Look at the space here. Hangs one in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Arsenal really are making good use of that right-hand side. The light is very much the colour green. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum and
It's roll! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
that's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay on side.
Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. Balde cuts out the pass. Belletti.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he's there to retrieve it. He's on it, can he get away? And it's Balde. Good ball over the top. And they've been given a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Neymar plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. De Bruyne. Now, can they get him away? Well read, and the danger is averted. Darwin.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's been cut out, well played. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Arsenal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Torres! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Fernando Torres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And the goalkeeper's brought a good palm to that. Now here's this mighty effort! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is De Bruyne. Serves up across. It's gone out for a throw-in. A brilliant interception. Neymar. Pele. No way through there. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Tries a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
McAllister.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Belletti. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's an imaginative pass. That's the keeper's ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nunez is onto this. Probing pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Pelé, looking for the run. That's been slipped through.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Tries to play it through. They get a throw in.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22, Fernando Torres. Coming on the field is number 18, David Villa.
It's going to be another throw. And that's definitely not his best. Beckenbauer. Pelé.
There will be 3 minutes.
And the number on the board is 3. And he's intervened well there. And the referee brings it to a close. Arsenal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally. All round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride.
And a quick announcement now. We would like to ask
Any
you all to
reflections on
kindly
what you've
stay
seen,
seated
Jim?
during the
Arsenal
match.
definitely
Thank you for
impressing
your
me here.
cooperation.